On bass, recently arrived from the dark side of the moon, Mr. Stuart Sutcliffe.
Money don't get everything, it's true. But what it don't get, I can't use, I need more.
Backbeat tells the story of a man who, torn between his gift for painting and his love of music, missed fame by a moment. Stuart Sutcliffe was the brightest star who never shone.
People in Liverpool respect Stuart, and he's got this, cult, rebel kind of artistic reputation, who is very respected and very cool, and everybody around here knows who he is. But as far as LA and people, some people, when I said I was playing the fifth Beatle, said, "Oh yeah, the drummer, right? The Pete Best, right?" And no, Stuart Sutcliffe. And who's that? And they don't know. And there's this whole, that's what's so great. This explores the whole young generation of that period, which then led to the part that everybody knows about.
What do you think? Do you want the truth? Please. Hanging's too good for it.
John met Stuart in Liverpool Art College in 1957, and Paul McCartney and George Harrison were at the Institute, which was this part of the same building around the corner. It was a school, a high school, and that's how they got it together.
Listen, John, this group can't carry Stu. You know that, don't you? We're not that good.
You want him out?
That's not what I said.
Listen, you. If Stu goes, I go. Do you understand that?
Apparently one of the great sources of conflict between McCartney and Lennon and Sutcliffe as well was the fact that McCartney was not impressed by Sutcliffe's musical abilities.
He loves being on stage and loves the way the people are and the energy. I don't think he really, he likes rock and roll too, but that's not his main interest. He's a painter, and that's where his mind's at.
At the heart of Backbeat is the love story between Stuart and the girl he met when the band went to Germany in 1960, Astrid Kircher. A photographer, Astrid was a leading light of Hamburg's artistic community, and she's widely credited with designing the famous mop-top look of the Beatles.
This was actually the first time that Astrid had ever seen rock and roll live, ever. And so to imagine this is the first time to be seeing this, it was something completely different than everything they were used to. And that and the magnetism that these boys had on stage, and Stuart's had an aura about him.
Beep, beep.